Hello guys and gals. Welcome back to my little channel. Over the past year or so, I've noticed many people flying into Mindanao and almost always transiting via Manila. For some, this may be their only option. Perhaps they want to overnight there or visit friends and family. I get it, guys. Different strokes for different folks. We all know that Manila can be quite stressful for some people. I think for me, I simply find it irritating. Have to deal with the airport inefficiencies, less than honest taxi drivers, and things like that. I could go further on this, but I won't. Well, the point of this video is not to bash Manila, not by any means. I just want to point out better options for you if you really don't have a desire to overnight there. Now, in my case, the last two round trips I have flown in and out of Davao via Singapore, using Scoot Airlines to and from Davao City, and then carry on my trip to Canada with Air Canada. For the first time, I had a very nice overnight in Singapore. I found this to be very efficient with rapid check-in times and drama-free immigration processes in Davao City. In Singapore, all four times I checked in less than 30 minutes. Flying to Canada, I don't even need to talk to an agent or get into a check-in lineup. Everything is done at a kiosk. Apply your baggage tags and simply drop the bags on the belt and away they go, just like home. Singapore to Davao flights have been on offer for quite some time now, so this is really nothing new. Another option is Doha direct to Davao City, but again, this has been around a long time also. I'm more interested in sharing with you the new flight possibilities that have come up recently. So let's get right into the meat of the matter. To show you these different flight options, I've used different dates from Toronto around February 12th to the 14th and return dates of about March 12th or 13th. So this would be a somewhat typical stay for the average tourist with a booking of about 4 months in advance. The dates might be slightly variable, as these are only examples, guys. The bottom line is that you're very able to overnight or even stay a few days without much or even any additional airfare costs. So here's the first option, and a quite efficient one. Departing from Toronto, with Hong Kong being the transit airport before proceeding non-stop to Davao. We can see the return airfare with two bags is $21.98 Canadian or $15.83 US dollars. This would be followed up with the new Cebu Pacific flight the next day to Davao. So you can see that 21.18 Hong Kong dollars equates to $3.79 Canadian or $273 American for the return flight to and from Davao City, including baggage. The Davao to Hong Kong flight is a new route from Cebu Pacific, and the return trips are offered 4 times weekly. This new route really opens up more possibilities. I think the start date for this one is October 28th, if I believe correctly. So the total return fare for this routing would be $25.77 Canadian or $18.56 US dollars. At the end, we will make a full comparison, so don't worry about remembering these numbers, guys. Let's move on to our next example. For many visitors to Davao and residents alike, this is also a very exciting new route from Cebu Pacific. CP will be flying from Davao to Bangkok non-stop 3 times weekly. In this example, once again, we start from Toronto, but we land in Bangkok, Thailand. So this return fare with baggage is $23.81 Canadian or $17.14 US dollars. Again, it's followed up by another Cebu Pacific flight. The flight cost is listed in Thai baht, which equates to $297 Canadian or $214 US dollars. Now keep in mind, the flight from Bangkok to Davao City departs from Don Mueang Airport and not Suvarnabhumi. However, if you plan to overnight or spend a few days in Bangkok, this is really of zero importance to you. So the total fare price for this route would be 26.78 Canadian or 19.28 US dollars, including baggage. Also, these are not the cheapest flights available. I did take into consideration flight time, number of stops, and baggage. In these cases, I considered short flight times as a premium. So as you can see, once you're in Southeast Asia, you can fly anywhere relatively cheaply. So why not take advantage and check out Hong Kong or Bangkok on your way? I see it as a total no-brainer, guys. Now let's move on to Philippines Airlines, the old faithful for so many travelers. For many, they're in a rush to get to the Philippines, and I understand that. So here you can see the total fare with two pieces of baggage is 38.20 Canadian, or 2,750 US dollars. It's certainly not cheap, but I must say, Philippines Airlines has improved the connections recently, especially for Davao City. I must give credit where credit is due. Now, can you find cheaper flights on different days? Absolutely. You can, for sure. And I think you can also chop off about $1,000 off the Philippines Airlines quotation, but that will involve longer flight times and possibly different days. However, you're still going to be in the same ballpark value, if not slightly higher. So why not enjoy the trip and check out these other cities if you've got the time, guys? The point of all this is to simply point out the other options that are available. So let's do a comparison of the three routes. Toronto via Hong Kong and finally onto Davao City, 25.77 Canadian, 1,856 US dollars. The route via Bangkok, 26.78 Canadian or 19.28 American dollars. Finally, the Old Faithful, the route via Manila, 38.20 Canadian or 27.50 US dollars. So that's the juice on the new possibilities, guys and gals. If you're an adventurer, sail away from the safe harbor and explore a little bit. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.